Gloves come off in the race for the White House as a leading Republican contender attacks Donald Trump, the frontrunner, calling his immigration proposals unrealistic and not conservative. The remarks come as Governor Jeb Bush tours the U.S.-Mexican border in McAllen, Texas. With illegal immigration becoming the top issue for the GOP field, Mr. Bush suggests that Donald Trump is way off base.
Mr. Trump's plans are not grounded in conservative principles. It would cost hundreds of billions of dollars. It's not realistic. It will violate people's civil liberties. It will create friction with our third largest trading partner that is not necessary. He's a serious candidate, and he ought to be held to what serious candidates need to be held to. He needs to be held to account for his views.
Governor Bush is talking specifically about recent suggestions by Mr. Trump that include calling for Mexico to pay for a wall on the U.S.-Mexican border, deporting the 11 million-plus illegal immigrants now living in the U.S., and taking away automatic American citizenship for children born in the United States if their parents are not American citizens. Fox News digital politics editor Chris Stirewalt joins us now. Chris, good to see you. So, Trump was just on O'Reilly saying that he asked him this question. If you've got an illegal immigrant mother and father living in L.A. with 2 children who are American citizens, do you order authorities to take that family into custody? Trump says we have no choice. Yes, we have to bring them out. And if they're wonderful, and a lot of them will be, we'll bring them back in an expedited fashion. Realistic?
Well, the Wonderful Assessment Bureau at DHS will be...
You passed!
Hard to set up, I will say that. But at this point, where Trump, if you listen to him, where he goes to in this when he's getting pinned down, and whether it's O'Reilly or whomever, pinning him down and taking him to task on this stuff and saying, what are you going to do? He says, basically, I'm going to hire great people. I'm going to hire the best people. We're going to work it out. Don't worry about it. I've got this taken care of. And he's banking on the fact that his supporters are so loyal to him, the core of supporters that he has are so loyal to him, that it doesn't really matter what he says, and it doesn't matter what Jeb Bush says, and it doesn't matter what the reporters say, it doesn't matter what anybody says, because they think Trump's going to do it for him when he gets in there.
Well, is that true? I mean, tonight there's a report from the American Action Forum, which is a conservative organization, says that doing that, deporting all the illegal immigrants, would take 20 years and cost between $420 billion and $620 billion. They also claim it would reduce the size of the economy by 5.7%.
But if you believe, as some of Donald Trump's supporters do, that the single greatest threat to the American way of life are immigrants from Mexico and Central America, if you really think that that is the #1 problem that we have, not what you were talking to Ben Carson about, not moral decay, not joblessness, not what all these other things are, or that Hispanic immigrants are the key to that, that's the core to the problem. If you think that's true, you'd say, I'll pay any price, I'll bear any burden, I'll have 1 million Elian Gonzalez.
There's a new poll out tonight from Gallup that shows that Trump's got a problem with the Hispanic voters. This is his net favorable opinion among Hispanics. So 65% say they view him unfavorably, 14% say they view him favorably, which gives him a net -51, which is the lowest by far in the GOP field. He says Hispanics love him, and they're going to love him because he's going to bring jobs. And he says he knows how to do that. But here's my question for you. As Trump takes these positions that are, farther to the right on this issue, and the other Republicans seem like they're running to go be with him, what does that do to the Republican field, and what happens in the general election? Because we saw Mitt Romney try something like this. It didn't work out too well for him.
Right. What happens is they start creeping, and then they start sprinting after the front runner. They get those positions, chasing those votes, and then they find themselves marooned there and unable to get back. If Jeb Bush can't find a way to get this done, if he can't do better, if Marco Rubio can't find a way to get this done and do better and win the nomination, there's a fairly grim prospect out there of a wannabe Trump grasping the nomination for the Republicans and then finding himself marooned, even against a weakened Hillary Clinton.
The Wonderfulness Bureau, is that what you said?
It's going to be awesome. It's the Tremendousness Bureau and the Wonderfulness Bureau.
You pass. We love you. Thank you.
You bet.